Power family, just want to introduce you to one of our newest coaches and a former player and one of our local heroes who went on to play in college and who is now back in the area and who is really back to kind of share her knowledge and wisdom and give back to the next generation. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to Miss Breanna Kopke.
Hello.
So Bree, you are back now, been back for now just a couple months. I guess first, for those who may not remember you from maybe a few years ago when you were back here playing, I guess give us just a little brief overview of kind of who you are and kind of your playing experience.
Yeah, so I started at a pretty young age. I started in middle school, played at Blackhawk there. Went to Snyder for 4 years, played there as a pin hitter. Did some club at Pineapple and Empowered. And then decided to go off and play in college at IU East. Absolutely loved my experience there. The coaching staff is phenomenal. Wouldn't change that experience for anything. It's really shaped me to who I am today.
Yeah, awesome. And so then you go off to play in college, have a great career there, and then you got your degree. And so tell us a little bit about your degree.
Yeah, so I just finished up my doctorate degree in physical therapy. I'm now preparing for my licensure exam so that I can start practicing. I accepted a job at Parkview in their neuro department at Parkview Randalia, so I'm really excited about that. So once I pass the board's exam, I'll be able to start working there.
And then we'll have to officially start calling you doctor.
Yes.
Doctor. All right. So then playing, you're now about to start your career, and then you've actually transitioned into coaching already before you've gotten home. So tell us a little bit about how you got into coaching, maybe after playing, and a little bit about that.
Yeah, I kind of asked some advice from the coaches that I had at IU East, Kim McConaughey and Justin Keene. Yeah. They really helped me kind of decide, is this something that I should do, and kind of just seek out and see what it's like. I absolutely loved it because I love to serve, I love to learn, and I love to teach, and I think coaching is a great way to do all three of those things.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time in Indy doing it. I'm really excited to start coaching here at Empowered.
Yeah, well, as you and I have talked, you're really cut from the same cloth as us and really have the same passion. So it was a great fit, and we were excited to hear that you were coming home and that you were available to coach. And as you kind of alluded to, giving back to that next generation, it's such a beautiful thing, and it's such a rewarding thing to be able to take everything that you've learned over the years and know that you're able to maybe help, guide somebody else and guide the next future generation and maybe have some more success because of you, and hopefully more than each generation.
Yeah, I love seeing athletes develop. I think that's one of the most satisfying things, is seeing other people develop and that you planted that seed in them. Yeah. And I'm just so invested. When I'm passionate about something, I'm so invested in it. Mm-hmm. And with coaching, I think that's one of the things that I'm just really invested in, making sure that they get that whole experience. And I think that they get that here. And that's why this is where I wanted to be. And you guys just do such a great job at making everybody feel like a family. And my fiance and I, since we wanted to come here and coach, and we thought that you guys really do a great job at having that family culture, and that's why we wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah, no, it's something that obviously we've been intentional about, and it's something that kind of came natural to us. Obviously, my wife, my mother, sister, brother-in-law, we've all, kind of built this club together in this facility and program over the years, and just so many phenomenal friends that are like brothers to us. And so we really do want this to be a home. And volleyball has given us so much. And we have such a huge family here locally, but also, nationally because of volleyball. And there's just such great people. And so we're excited. We feel blessed to be able to have you and Kane here at Empowered. And we really, are just super excited. And I know the families, once they get to know you, are going to just be ecstatic to have you coach them, get to know you, and to know that someone with your character and somebody with your playing experience is pouring into their child, and you're going to be coaching and developing them. All right, so we're going to go way back, a little bit of history. So you were a part of the very first class to be able to come through that first year in 2014-15 season. So you got to sit when we first bought this place. It was a tennis club, threw a couple courts down, and then now you've been back in the gym since you've been back doing some lessons, which is available for those who want to get in the gym and do a lesson. Just email Janelle at empoweredsportsclub.com. But tell me, what do you think? So you've seen it in the initial stage when we first built it to now to what it's become. Tell me kind of what are some of your first thoughts when you got back in the gym?
I think some of the first thoughts is just all the resources that you guys have available for these kids. I think that's something that is just so great to have. How we have like completely renovated the upstairs for them to go and do their performance training, adding all the courts, all the other teams that we're having, with on top of having quality coaching, I think is great. We've had a lot of I've had a lot of great resources since I've been here, and it's only been a month, which I am really grateful for. I love being able to communicate to other people if there's things that I do need, or if there's any questions that I have about the summer programs or any of the privates that I do have. So it's been great to see that development from when I was here to where it is now. It's truly is amazing to see that.
All right, so you've seen the beginning and then where we are now, and you've seen as we've tried to really grow this into the holistic program that we've always dreamt of there from the very beginning, really empowering the mind, body, and soul. And so you see everything that we offer with sports performance and character building and leadership development, full recruiting, everything. So I guess you've been at some of the biggest clubs in the country and seen all the different clubs throughout the region. So I guess tell us, coming from different clubs, what do you think Empowered offers, maybe above some of the other clubs, and just what do you think is unique about Empowered?
I think that one of the best things is how much they practice here. You guys practice 3 to 4 times a week on top of getting a day in the sand and getting sports performance or the workout and the weights in. I didn't have that experience when I was in Indy. We practiced twice a week, which is typical for some other clubs, but I think that's a great way to get kids to really commit to wanting to come to Empowered and wanting to commit to playing volleyball like full time. So I think that's one thing that Empowered has that is such a great advantage for these kids and who want to develop and want to get better as an athlete.
Yeah. No, we've always talked about it takes a little more to be a champion.
Yeah.
So it really is, there is no shortcut. You got to be able to put the time in the gym.
Yeah.
So if you're only practicing 2 days a week versus 4 days a week, these people are going to get twice the development. And so, while I believe we have some of the best coaches in the area, at the same time, I also know that we just get twice as many reps as everybody else. So our kids naturally are going to just see more development than anybody else around. So.
And I think it's also like, the club is getting bigger, but you're also still a lot smaller than the club that I was at. And when a club can get that big, it's hard to sometimes find the quality coaching for these kids that really need it. And I think what you guys do that's such a great job is, like, even though you guys are growing, it's still a good size where you're finding those quality coaches to help the development of these kids. With everything that you guys offer, you guys are still a little bit cheaper than some of the other clubs too, which I think is a great plus. You guys are getting more bang for your buck coming here, on top of having committed coaches, quality coaches here to help teach these kids and develop them. The best things that, like, I always tell the kids that I've ever coached is, once my career with volleyball was done, a lot of the things that I've taken away from it had nothing related to the skill of volleyball. It was the communication, working as a team, time management, work ethic. Like, those are all the big, the focus that I had when moving on to start my career and just developing relationships and friendships with my colleagues. Like, those are the things that I have taken away from volleyball. So, and I think that you guys do a great job at instilling that in these children.
Yeah, once again, it's just been awesome to connect with you, be able to sit down and discuss, kind of where you've been, where you are today, where the facility was, where the facility is now. And we're just excited to have another phenomenal team member on the team joining the Empowered family. And so once again, Empowered family, Breanna Kopke, soon to be Dr. Kopke. Look for her in your doctor's office soon or on the court at Empowered.